Hi, this is Delta Victorious. I'm here to read another poem from my book, Transformational Imperative. But first, check out my GoFundMe project. Jonathan's 12 years of suffering must end. 3229, August 16, 2020. Jonathan, incredibly, suffers no nonsense. Jonathan, incredibly and incredulously, suffers no nonsense today. In all ways, Jonathan is a figure of rectitude and refined, insurmountable intransigence. Jonathan causes high brows to crash. Jonathan betters his best and his last. Jonathan looks right at this camera. A cauldron of burning rays up at the eye in the sky. He is filled with a sense of burgeoning outrage. Hey, he flicks his asinine asked questions into the skewering furnace of peaked resistance and begins to chew at answers. Answers only his eyes can hear. Only his eyes can hear. Only his eyes can hear. Jonathan talks to deities. Jonathan walks with Euripides in the marshy Everglades with empathetic sympathies, hungry for the gift of why. It's at his discretion. What he finds is that all life is still. With disagreeable, syncopated, cantankerous, contact avoidance, avoidance of inconvenience, indisputable truths, unwelcome facts, and strange, meaningless, uninterpretable gestures. Glad eyes, angry strides, mean stares, crossed arms, wide, warm smiles. All inscrutable, all multi-faceted, all indiscernible, only known by a sage professor, Mr. Crispini, a genie. Signs of life, signs of life, signs, 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 life signs, hanging like an albatross across these star-crossed endangered interlopers. Has precious diamonds, geese laying gilded eggs, wolf packs of productivity, unknowable futures to attain, and, to be honest, Jonathan incredibly suffers no nonsense. His only solution to life's myriad of unique messages is to break left, is to weave right. Breaker 1919 is to remain cloistered, unencumbered, and ensconced, calm, and out of sight, to keep one eye open, tamp down his emerging fright, keep his GD pointed head down, especially in the howling, frenzy, terrified night, keeping his ear close to the ground to hear those ever so precious faint signals that mysteriously shoot out way into the vastness of space. He wonders what other beings will make of his volatile rage. His rage, his rage, his rage. Goose laying golden eggs, and of this race of incompetent, contradicting, ambivalent, violent egotists, Jonathan, minding his own businesses, incredibly suffers no nonsense. Jonathan, minding his own insignificant businesses, incredibly suffers no nonsense. Is this a test? Yes. Is this a test? Yes. Is this a test? Yes. Is this the test? Test, 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 test. Yes, yes, yes. And that was poem number 3229, August 16, 2020. Jonathan incredibly suffers no nonsense. And now, check out my GoFundMe project. Jonathan's 12 years of suffering must end. This is Delta Victorious, the unsung poet. I thank you. Precious, satisfied life.